for you, I saw you training in Nice and that. Were you fully intending to compete here in Glasgow at that stage?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, look, I tried everything I could to be here. I think that the Commonwealth Games is a massively important event for me personally and for our country, and so I was intending to do everything I could to be here. And unfortunately, we're in this position, and it just wasn't quite enough. So as I said, I'm disappointed with the decision I've had to make, but I'm also respective of the one that it was made.
You've still got a pretty good Wikipedia page, but how gutted are you that you're not adding another gold there or something?
Yeah, look, I mean, the Wikipedia page is great. Thankfully, it doesn't have my current weight on there, which is good. So, no, I'm joking. I am gutted. Like, I look back on the years that I've had and the success I've had, and I'm always hungry for more, of course. And I think that's something that is a real big kind of moral compass for me. Is when I'm ready and when I get out there, I compete, to the best of my ability, and I'm just not in that state at the moment. So, obviously, we had to make the decision.
Hamish, I suppose it's great to be the Olympic champion and the world champion and the Commonwealth Games champion, but
for now,
yeah. But in a way, does that almost make it hard to find the next bit of motivation to keep going or to strive for what that next target is for you when you already have those accolades?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think we're still going through that. We're still navigating that space, and so I would love to talk to him about it more in the future. But I would definitely say that coming off the success I had last year. It changes the landscape for sure. Having spent so much time chasing these titles and chasing these next big things, to kind of be in a state where I've almost earned the freedom to decide now what I want to go after. It is weird, and it is going to take some time to get used to.
Do you still love the sport? Do you still think you'll have that drive to compete going forward?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, for sure. Like I think that I love being here. There's parts of it that I love more than others, as we're sort of navigating through that space. But I mean, for me, particularly being here, with the prospect of the rest of the team competing from tomorrow, that fills me with a lot of excitement, and I'm just excited to be number one supporter of the New Zealand team for this week.
When do you envisage kind of getting back into competing, or do you have an idea of what your first competition back might be?
I don't, unfortunately. That's just something that I will work with the team around, and I feel like I've been relying on them really heavily through this, and that's been really, really good. But yeah, I would say one thing and they'll probably slap me on the hands. So yeah, I will know in due course.
Do you think you'll defend your Olympic title in LA?
That is certainly the intention, yeah, and that is the reasoning behind the time that this has taken. I think that's important this year to explore these things and really make sure that I'm right for the bigger ones coming forward. So that is certainly the intention.
And do you think you'll be competing again this season?
Maybe.
Really? Yeah. Yes. So there are. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, just add to that too. You say you got back to training. When did that sort of kick back in after your reset? And what was that kind of timeline, I guess?
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm probably back into training for 6 to 8 weeks now. So making good progress, and I think that that progress will continue to get better over the next weeks and months. But with all these things, we just keep monitoring the situation week to week and keep progressing through. So yeah.